Hello, my name is Elle Hanley, and in today's editing guidance tutorial, I'd like to share with you a quick and easy way to create a vignette for your images. Now, a vignette is basically just the darkening of the outer edges of your image. It adds a little bit of drama and focus to your center subject. It also helps add a little bit of depth of field as well. Now, in order for me to do this, I'm just working on one of my duplicate layers of my original background image, and I'm going to use my elliptical marquee tool to create the oval that I want. I'm going to start in the upper top corner, click and hold, and drag it down to the opposite bottom corner, and let up. There you go. I see I've got a lovely shaped oval, and what is the default selection for this is what's inside the oval. Once I'm inside, you can see I've got a little arrow, and I can click and hold. I can move my oval around wherever I want. You can also use the arrow keys on your keyboard to nudge it into place, which is really quite helpful. Okay, as I said, you've defaulted selection is inside, but I want to change what's outside of it. So if I right click and go to select inverse, you can see that now I've got my outer edges selected and the middle will be left alone. I'm going to go to an outer edge and right click again, and this time I'm going to go to feather. Feathering is the blending amount between what you're changing and what you're not. So if I had a very small number in there like 9, you would see a very hard line right around here. You would see color change, no color change, and a very, very solid line right here. That's not what I want for this. I want a really smooth, super blendy, soft, pretty line. So I'm going to put 250 pixels in and click OK. You can see that that changed a little bit depending on how tight or loose you allow the feathering to be. So I'm just going to do a quick Control M to bring up my curves box, move it over a little bit, and I'm going to start right in the middle of my curve box and draw down to the opposite corner, and that is what's going to make my corners darken. You can see that they're getting a little bit dark. You can do a lot. Ugh, yuck. You can do a little. It's really up to you how much you want to do. I'm going to do maybe just a little bit more than I might normally do, just so that you can see it. And when I've got it where I want it, I can click OK. And then I can click to deselect it as well. So there you go. We just added a quick vignette. You can see the difference before and after, and see how our center area is lighter and it really draws your eye. One other thing that I might possibly do is go back to my elliptical marquee tool and create a little lighter area right around my subject, maybe something like that. I'm going to do the exact same process I did before, but this time I do want what's inside the circle to be selected, so this time I'm just going to go to feather. Again, I want it to be a really nice, soft, blurry line. I don't want it to be hard, so let's put in 190. Let's go with that. Control M to bring up my curves box, and this time I'm going to pull up to lighten it just a little bit. Now this right here is a perfect example of why I like to keep my navigator window open and basically have one eye on what I'm working on and then one eye over here. It's really easy to get kind of lost in what you're doing and not really see how dramatic of a change you're making. Like, oh yeah, she looks great. Yeah, highlighter, yeah. And then you look over here like, oh god, that looks terrible. That's not right. That's not right at all. So you got to fix it. Oh, by the way, if you ever get a point on your curves box, you're like, ugh, that is just rubbish and I don't like it, just pull it right off. You're not committed to it. So I'm going to be delicate in this because I don't want it to look weird. So I'm just going to highlight her just a little bit. Make that area around her just a tiny bit lighter. And there you go. We've created a vignette. We've also added a little bit of light to the center of our subject. You can see the before and after. So if for any reason someone wasn't looking at our beautiful subject, Diana Jean, they sure are now. So yeah, there you go. That's how you do it. That's a quick and easy way to create a vignette. I hope that this was helpful for you. I hope this is something you can use and apply in your images. If there's anything that you would like to see me try to explain or answer a question for you, I would love to hear it. Please just shoot me a message. If you are unfamiliar with my work, I would love if you would go to my website, ellehanley.com, and check it out. I hope that you enjoy what you see. Thank you so much for listening to this tutorial. I really, really appreciate you watching it. Please let me know what you think. Take care, you guys. Bye, 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 bye.